I'm here with coach of the Auburn soccer team, Karen Hoppa. Nice having you today. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thanks, my pleasure.
All right, so this will be your 19th season with Auburn. Last season you led the team to one of the most historic seasons they've ever had in program history. Tell me what that was like for you.
Ooh, it was a lot of fun. It was a really special group. The chemistry was amazing. The leadership from our seniors was tremendous, and it was really fun to have a historic run like that with such an amazing group of people.
Tell me about the seniors. You have 6 of them leaving. How is that going to impact next year's team?
Well, obviously it's a large number. 5 of them were full-time starters, so there's going to be a major impact for sure. From a talent standpoint and also from a leadership and a personality standpoint, and that's what spring's all about. This spring is about finding our new team leaders and our new personality and our new style of play. So we've got a lot of work to do this spring to fill all those holes.
You also have a new recruiting class coming in with 9 new players. How are they going to fit in with the team?
Well, it's a great recruiting class. We knew we were losing a good class, so we really worked hard on the 2017 class to get some special players, and we've got a lot of talent. I think it's a group that's really going to help us and help keep us at the high level that we were at last season.
And Kristen Dodson's going to be returning for her senior season. How do you expect her to play next year?
A lot of pressure is going to be on Kristen's shoulders. This year she split the scoring with Casey Ramsier, and she's obviously the returning leading scorer. So there's going to be a lot of pressure, and I think that's going to be one of the biggest challenges. Is Kristen just needs to ignore that pressure and play the way she's capable of playing, and if she does that, she's going to have a great senior year.
With spring exhibitions starting up, how are you preparing for next season?
Well, it's one day at a time, and the real focus in spring is to get better every day. In the fall, the focus is preparing for the next game and all the tactics of it, and spring is about development. So, our main goal right now is to get better every day, and if we do that, we'll call it a successful spring.
And James Armstrong was also named the associate head coach. What led to this decision?
It was a tough one. I've got a great staff, and, James is just one of those guys that's just special. His recruiting level and his ability on the field is really tremendous, and we felt he earned it, and we're happy to recognize him in that way.
How do you think he's going to help the team improve?
Well, he helps us every day. His passion for the game and his knowledge of the game and his commitment to recruiting, those 3 things help make us better every day. So I just continue to look for more of the same from him.
Auburn has also improved in scoring, climbing from 181st in the country to 20th over the past 3 seasons. Has he played a large role in working with some of the players in their scoring?
No doubt. James is in charge of our offense. I call him my offensive coordinator. So I give him loads of credit for that increase in our offense. He spends a lot of time with that group and figuring out how we can score goals, both technically and tactically. So he certainly gets a lion's share of that credit.
I want to go a little bit off the field into the academic role that some of your players play. You had 21 players make the SEC honor roll in the fall. How important is for your players to not only be good on the field, but also in the classroom?
It's a major priority for our program to have strong students as well as strong athletes, and we've had a great balance the last few years. I think 2 out of the last 3 semesters we've had the high GPA in the department, and that's something that our team strives for. We know that we're here and we're playing soccer and we love that, but at the end of the day, we're all here to get a degree, and that's what's going to carry them through life. So we put a high priority on our academics, and our girls are tremendous students.
How do you motivate the team in balancing both of those commitments?
The great thing is the culture we have right now, I don't have to motivate them at all. From an academic standpoint, they're tremendously motivated. One of my big challenges is to try and make sure we're aware of the academic pressures and balance that with their soccer time commits, because when they have that big round of tests after the first set of big tests, I can see it on the practice field. So we've got to be able to manage that a little bit, because they are so motivated in the classroom, and so it's more about managing than it is trying to motivate.
And with the next year's team, Casey Ramsier won't be here, so how is her presence going to be missed?
Casey was a great leader. She set the example. Obviously, she scored a ton of goals, had a tremendous career. So I think we're going to miss her presence just as a person, just like the entire class of those seniors. They were such a strong character group that we're really going to just miss them in general. But the good thing is we've got some great leaders and great kids coming up that I think will fill those roles.
How are you going to challenge this upcoming team?
You know, the challenge is to get better, right? It's one thing to make a great run and get into the top 10, and it's a whole nother to actually stay there. So that's the challenge is, you know, now that we've been there, we got a little taste, how do we find a way to stay at that level?
And finally, do you have a message for your seniors that are leaving this year?
Well, we have our banquet at the end of the month, and we'll talk then, but the biggest message is just to thank them for everything that they've done for Auburn soccer and Auburn University. They've been great representatives of our program, and each year that they've been here, we've gotten better. So that's a testament to those seniors.
All right, well, congratulations again on the historic season, and thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you. My pleasure.